Hello the girls and the Frenchels, it's Donald. Welcome back to my kitchen. And on today's menu, we'll be taking a look at leaked new cards from Pokemon that may be saying that it's time to visit back this Luxray break. He may get really good next meta in February, so the new cards make him good. So let's go back a bit. Not too long ago, we talked about the previous Luxray. Yeah, that was just leaked when I talked about Volkner a couple days ago. And this is what he did. He had 150 hit points. That's fairly tanky. And the ability gave him a shield that blocks 30 damage on him. So you must do 180. No choice, man. It's not a GX Pokemon. To get a one-shot. And that is difficult. If you have to attack him twice, that's, oh yeah, that's 210 over 2 turns, so that is pretty much GX level. That's stage 1 GX level, so he was pretty much tough as a GX Pokemon, but his attack rather sucked. Yeah, bluntly, it did. You have to discard all lightning energies to do 150, which doesn't get a KO on him because of his ability, so, you know, all energies discard kind of stinks. So we were like, we can't make it work. But now, here we found out some new cards that kind of pushed them to another level. Here's the first card. The new card that was leaked today was Shinx. Now the translation on PokeBeach is kind of wonky, but this is what the ability does. For free, you can let me read it. This Pokemon can evolve the turn it was played if it's the turn the player going second. You know, I think I have a translation that's better. I went over to Reddit, and then here it is again. There it is. Well, Shinx, or Colinx. Advantageous evolutions. This Pokemon can evolve immediately after being played. Oh yeah, that makes more sense. So now, the minute I throw this down, any turn, I can evolve it to Luxio. Yeah, I want to say Lucio there. Alright, so this makes setting this Pokemon easier, significantly. I don't have to play any rare candies. I can still keep up with rare candy decks because I have Luxio. So, this Luxio is also really good. This helps you set up. This slows your opponent down dramatically, big time. So, it's a 1 energy attack, it does 30 damage, and it item locks them. Now, if you've been playing Pokemon for a long time, that word gives you nightmares. Probably. It gives me nightmares. So, item lock means you can't play any items, and that really slows down, you know, anybody. A bit under item lock, it stinks. So, you know what? This is very similar to Seismitoad EX's attack. He had the same thing. He's still being used to this day and expanded with that double colors, you know, 2 energy costs. This one does it easier. It only costs 1 energy for the same damage. Oh, now it has a lot less hit points though. If only it could use that attack if it evolved. I couldn't find a picture of this Celebi on Pokemon's website, but it exists in a promo blister pack. You can use any of your evolved Pokemon's attack, meaning that this big Luxray can use Luxio's item block attack. And it's going to be very hard to get rid of too. So, just have that on your bench. And you can build an item block Luxio deck. Well, actually, Luxio does this, the Luxray deck. Now, it can item block. It has expensive actual attack. We're going to fix that final thing by going finally to the Luxray break. Remember with this guy? Yeah, he sucked. Not anymore. So not only can he use the item lock and everything else, the break, that's what Break Evolutions does, he has his own attack and better hit points. 170 hit points on top of the ability that he has, which is that 30 damage blocking. So now, you need 200 damage, no choice span, to get a one-shot. If you're going for a 2-shot, that's 230. We're talking pretty much stage 2 GX level hit points there. So you are a GX Pokemon, your setup isn't too bad. You take up card space. No, it's gonna be good. And Wild Fury. Now you have that one last thing that this card doesn't have. A reliable attack that does damage. So what does Wild Fury do? If you remember, needs 2 lightning energies, a DCE. It always will 2-shot anything. 130, 2 shots, even itself, big stage 2 GX, the best base hit points, they're going down 2 shots. Now, the effect is you flip a Hornet to kill until you get tails. So every heads does 40 more damage. So 1 heads is 170 damage. Choice Band 200 on GX Pokemon. 2 heads. Oh, that's where it gets really interesting. Now even Gardevoir GX would die. That's 230, I believe. Yeah, on a GX Pokemon. 3 heads. You gotta be really lucky at this point, but yeah, that's gonna wipe anything out. Alright, so coin flips, what do we use? Another bench space. We have to use a Victini. Victory Star. If you flip the tails and you want a heads instead to do 200 on a GX, with a choice band that is, you're gonna need a Victory Star. So that's 2 bench space taken up. No, that's okay. We have time. We can slow our opponent down with our item block. Oh, speaking of which, this is only 1 energy. If you want to build around just item block, you can also use Max Potion, healing a Pokemon all the way back to full. So, even if you had to, say, do it on a 4 energy Luxray, he's really badly wounded, that's okay. You can just use the Max Potion, lose all these energies, but attach 1 back, and he can do something deadly. He can still item block, fight, do 60 damage to a GX, and he's fully healed. And they gotta get through that ability again. Oh, so many combos. This guard is good enough to, not need a helping Pokemon. You can just fight Luxray use Luxio as your starting Pokemon, but you don't have a GX attack, and you want a GX attack, so the best GX it's gonna be Tapu Koko. You gotta at least add 1 in there because this GX attack is strong, and you don't have to charge it up. You could just use your Luxio's or Luxray's energy once it's down. Once it's wounded, alright, I've only got 1 hit point left. No problems, Tapu Koko will swoop in with Arrow Trail, move all the energies off your wounded Pokemon, and he's ready to fight. He's got... Oh, actually, that's Luxray breaks hit points right there. Yeah, 2-shot. Hey, that's Luxray breaks damage right there. Wow, they have very similar numbers. 170, 130, and he has the GX, which potentially has a 1-hit kill. The more energies your opponent has across all their Pokemon, the more damage it does, which usually is a 1-shot. With Choice Band, much easier. So, he is your backup Pokemon. So the 2 together, they're gonna make a really nice lightning deck. So, I think that's it. You're definitely gonna put a squeezing circuitry in there too. That's 1 last tech. It counters decks with special energies, double colorless energies, and you will run into that. And once you start charging up a circuitry, it really messes on what your opponent will charge up, because they can't attack the circuitry. It has a nice GX as well damage as well, so it's a nice tech, but not really in synergy with Luxray. Although you're gonna have that there, just because it helps those fights out. So, alright! So, in today, we found out that there is a new, really good Shinx, because it helps sets out Luxio. And you can give item locks to one of the most powerful, effects in the game to your new Luxray. So he's looking pretty nice. Very nice. Oh, I hope you go competitive. So, that is it. We have high hopes and anticipation, and this looks really fun. So, thank you very much, Integrals and Differentials. And I'll see you next time for another Pokemon video and reviews. Take it easy, stay safe. See you next time, bye-bye.